Good morning, guys. Today on this episode, I'd like to get this frame outside and get it pressure washed. See if I can get the inner frame rail cleaned out and start prepping this thing for paint. So stay with me. Let's see how far we can get. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you this part. I wasn't able to film very much of the painting of the frame, the inner frame rails, but this is what I used, this Eastwood internal frame coating. I used pretty much 1 can on each rail. Stuff really seems to coat really well. I was looking at it a second ago, and from what I can tell, it looks like it did a really good job coating the inside of those rails. Don't know if I can, maybe down on this end. Oops. I don't know if you can see up in there or not. But yeah, seems to have done a really good job. I have, today I went ahead and sandblasted it, which you saw me do that. And then I wiped it down with the metal prep. And hopefully tomorrow we'll put the Pour 15 on it, and then we'll put the top coat on it. So yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Thank you. All right, guys. There is the second coat of Pour 15. Man, it sure does look good when it goes on there wet like that. It really looks smooth. I tell you, that second coat really goes on a lot better than the first, which of course they always do. But I've got some family events coming up, so probably going to let this POR-15 go ahead and cure, and then I'll scuff it up for the top coat. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty good. It's a lot better than it was. So stay with me. In a couple of days, we'll put the top coat on it. We'll be done with the frame. Then we can start reassembling. All right, guys. There it is after 2 coats of top coat. I'll just show this to you, and then I'll go back and I'll show you the products that I used to get to this point. I think it turned out pretty well. Anyway, stick with me just a second and I'll run you through what all we've done. All right, so back here in the shop. So a lot of the cleaning on the exterior of the frame was using a flap disc and the wire wheel. You saw me use the little PVC pipe with the cable in it to clean the inside of the frame. That worked out really well. And then I followed up the inside with this Eastwood internal frame coating. That went in really well. I used the coat hanger trick. I think that went on. I used 1 can per rail. Worked out very well. I had more than I needed. It looked like it coated the inside of that thing very well. Then I followed it up with wax and grease remover. And then I etched it with the metal prep on the exterior of the frame. And then I put Pour 15 on it. And then scuffed it just using a Scotch-Brite pad, because I had waited outside the window to spray it right after it had already set up. But then I followed it up with the chassis black. That went on really well. Anyway, so there it is. There's the process. It's a long process. This thing's taken me about 3 weeks to complete, but I think it was worthwhile in the end because it's looks like it's going to be worthwhile. I did have to use my my blaster to get into some tight areas. It already had some aluminum oxide in it, and I used up all I had. Ran out. I wanted more, but I couldn't find it, so I ended up using this, whatever that is. It was a medium. Almost looks like just a white powder. It's not sand. I think it's glass of some sort. But yeah, I think it turned out really well. So I'll leave it sitting in the paint booth, which I had to build up as well. To that was part of the process, was getting it constructed. I'll walk out just show you the outside of it. It had downdraft. Seems like it worked out pretty well. I made it so that this door is pivoted up there so I can swing it out with fans in it to be able to get things in and out. That's the best area I had. I didn't really want to do it inside the shop. I didn't want all the overspray. But then also part of it, I wanted to get the air dryer system built. So I did that. Too early to tell, but I think it's going to work out. Put in a regulator and an oiler down here for air tools, and then I got the regulator and the water remover from Eastwood there for spraying. So today went really well. I used the little Harbor Freight purple gun. It worked out very well. I didn't have any issues with it. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. Next time, I've got the BDS lift kit. So I've got to clean up these springs, get them painted, Pour 15, get all that dealt with. The shocks, I've got a pinion rebuild kit, all the bearings, Timken to go back in the rear axle housing. So I think that's going to be the next step. I have an Auburn locker that we will put back in, and then in that tube there is an axle truss. So we'll I probably will not weld that on there myself. I know there's a process you have to go through to heat up that pumpkin to be able to weld to it, and I want to get the axle tubes welded to the differential as well. So I'll probably have all that done at the same time. I've got Moser one-piece axles coming. They haven't gotten here yet, but yeah, that'll be the next step. So stay with me, and next time we will see if we can get started on this rear end. Anyway, thanks for coming by the shop, and I'll see you next time.